Alrighty, so today we are going to be explaining skill orbs and everything that they do, how to get them, and all of that other fun stuff. Now, you could probably notice that we are on the global version of Dokkan. Unfortunately, when I decided to record this video, JP was in maintenance. So when I open up my skill orbs and I show you guys what they're going to be doing, when you don't really see any, just keep in mind that there will be a lot more on the JP version, as that is the main version that I play, but I figured I would slide over to this version to at least show you and be able to explain it a little bit easier because everything's in English and you can read the game. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed today's guide and you get some usage out of it, please leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe if you are new around here. So wow, I can't talk. With all the fun stuff and intro out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So skill orbs. This is a kind of add-on to the hidden potential system in order to further boost your characters. Reading the description, if we want to go word for word from the wiki, skill orbs are items that boost a character's stats or raise a character's hidden potential skill level when equipped to corresponding slots. Only UR or LR characters can equip skill orbs. So you can see here, we have the LR of a character. This is Evolution Blue Vegeta, but if we pull up some of these other characters, for example, Yamcha can use the skill orb as well. So for Evolution Blue Vegeta, he is going to be our demonstration character today. But you can see here that we have three skill orb slots, where it says skill orb on the screen right here. You can see we have three corresponding slots, and they are going to be giving different buffs accordingly. So the bronze skill orb, you unlock this one for awakening character to the UR rarity, and then the silver slot you get for raising the character's super attack to level 10, and then the gold slot is for unlocking 2 of the character's hidden potential routes. So just for an example, let's try and find a character with 55% like Bulma. You can only see that we have 1 of the hidden potential, or 2 of the skill orb slots, because we do not have 2 hidden potential paths. If you guys remember, if you refer back to my hidden potential guide, or just all in all, what you want to do is unlock the bottom right and then the top left. And then after you've unlocked the top left portion, you are also going to be gaining access to this gold skill orb slot. So that is how that works. Now, what can we do with these specific skill orbs? Each skill orb is going to be different, right? Depending on what it's going to be. The typing or the rarity of the skill orb is going to depend on what it boosts, right? So the first thing what we have here is HP. So you see we're going to be getting a tutorial for this. Here's how it's going to work, right? So you can see right away we have up to level 8 for defense on this specific typing right here, or not typing, but this specific set of skill orbs. So what you usually want to do with the bronze ones is you want to upgrade like a key stat, right? So like, let's just say, for example, I believe this one is for the anniversary event. Yeah, so this one is a unique equipment for Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. So what we'd want to do is equip that one because it's unique for him. Think of a unique equipment in Legends for a specific unit if you know what that game is about. So we are going to equip that one, but what you can see here just by looking is we can do all kinds of different things with these orbs. We can upgrade the attack stat, we can upgrade the HP stat, we can do the defense, we could also do an additional with attack, and this is what is known as an EX skill orb, more on that later. And then we also can do stuff like type defensive boost, and then other stuff like that, and super attack buff and recovery per HP, all these fun little stats. For the stats, you can see we can go up to an additional 800 defense, but usually when it comes to stuff like additional attacks, critical hits, evasion, in the bronze slot, you're only going to be able to go up to 2. So we're not going to be getting like a level 5 bronze equip, so don't like try hunting for that, because the highest that you're ever going to get with those is 2. But you can see we can go all the way up to level 8 in very specific conditions for stuff like defense and attack and stuff like that on a specific unit. So just keep that in mind. What you'd usually be wanting is like orbs like this, where it's like a level 5 attack. Those are kind of like the sign of a good bronze slot for the orbs. So do keep that in mind as we continue. But this, like I said, we get this skill orb simply for getting the character to the UR rarity, aka unlocking the hidden potential node in the first place, right? Because the character has to be a UR for the hidden potential system to work. So that is the bronze system. Let's move on to the silver skill orb, and we will see what we can equip here. So we don't have the special skill orb for Vegeta on this account, but what we'd want to do on this one is it's going to be kind of very, very similar to what we saw with the bronze slot, right? But except for the silver slot, the difference is going to be on this one is that we can actually get these level 5 buffs. As you can see right here, if we wanted to do this one, what I would probably do is do like this orb right here. Let me actually look around. So like this one right here would give me 3 additional and also recovery boost with HP, or for like more HP with same type orbs. That would probably be the one that I'd want to use. But the silver skill orb we get for unlocking the character super attack level all the way up to level 10. We kind of talked about that earlier. That's going to be the combo for the requirement for the silver slot. And then kind of looking through these, like I said, this is not going to be the best example because this account doesn't really have as much progress as say like my JP account. But you can see we can also upgrade all of the similar stats, except this time we are going to be getting, like, it's not primarily focused for the regular base stat like we saw with the defensive stat in slot 1. So what I think I would do on this one, what you would want to more prioritize is use stuff like additionals or crits or evasion in slot 2, because that is going to give you more bang for your buck in terms of the amount of like extra hidden potential like system that you would get, right? So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to equip the silver skill orb with the 3 additional. So now we have 18 to our recovery boost, and then we also have 18 to our combo attack. So now these are the most premium of the bunch, but the problem is, especially if you are newer, you are not going to be able to be using these as much. I also just realized my overlay is a little bit lower. Just in the middle of the video, just let's go ahead and drag you back up there. So with the gold slot, what you'd be looking for, these are going to be like what we call the most premium skill orbs, but also the hardest to have access to. Because as we mentioned earlier, you're going to need the unit to be 79% or higher in order to unlock this. So for an example of a new character, what you're going to be needing is 3 copies of the unit in order to unlock this slot. But usually you are rewarded with some very premium access to very premium equips. So you can see right here, we have like dodge and defense, we have additional and HP, critical and attack. And then right here, I believe this one is for the unique equipment. So right here, we're going to be getting level 6 additional as well as level 2 defense. So if we equip this one right here, you can see our defense goes all the way up to plus 6,400. And then we also have more additional. So that is kind of how this works in a nutshell. You want to kind of base the skill orbs that you have based around the kit, but that is everything that you need to know in terms of how to use the system. But now let's go ahead and talk about where you would want to go to get these specific items, right? Now, some of these are going to be specific cases, right? There is like when you guys saw those unique equipments that I got for the Vegeta, where that is going to be is right down here in this event. We'll just keep scrolling right here in the special anniversary battle. This is a bit of a tougher mission for a lot of people, but if you can manage to beat it and you can get these, you can see you will be rewarded with very good equips like level 6 crit with defense, level 6 additional with defense and stuff like that. These are going to be very, very good skill orbs that you're going to be able to obtain from these by doing this specific event. But another way that you can get some is right over here. This event will be getting a revamp on JP, or on Global very soon, but you can see right here, keep in mind this is going to be a little bit different on the JP version, and it's going to be this way moving forward, but I at least need to talk about it. This event is going to become unlimited once it gets updated. Now, the issue is you only get 1 skill orb per run, and the stamina goes up to 30. So honestly, it's not the best update in the world, but I will tell you, if you are just looking for skill orbs, you want a couple to slap on your characters, this is going to be the way that you'd want to do it. So the Whis event, this is going to be good. We'll just go through this event real quick. If you're doing it for the first time this week on Global and you get Beerus, that means you are going to be getting guaranteed a gold skill orb for this. So I just at least want to make sure that it is known that this is kind of like one of the better ways to get them. And one of the other really good ways to get skill orbs, unfortunately, is being taken out of the game, and that is the chain battle system. But what that is going to kind of be updated with this Whis event is, with this Whis event, you are going to be able to do a base set of missions when the event comes out that is going to give you tickets in order to exchange. Like, if you remember where chain battle is, I'll show it where it's going to be on the version, but it won't be there because it's not live yet. So just keep that in mind. You can see we got a gold slot right there. And this version, honestly, I preferred, even though despite it being once a week, we got 4 in that run. But now, with the update, it's going to give us 4 for 4 runs, and you only get 1 per run. So let's see what we got. Ooh, what did we get? We actually got a level 5 crit orb. That's pretty good. And then type attack boost +1. Not the best orb in the world, but we'll take that for sure. Like, if you're a newer player, that's really good if you can actually use it. So like I said, you're going to be able to do this every day, or as much as you want when it gets an update, but the stamina is going to be increased. But now that we've talked about that, where we're going to go is go to the secret treasure chest, and there is going to be sort of something very similar to this, but it's going to be a blue ticket that you can use, and you can use them for specific category equipment and stuff like that. This is where it's going to be in this section. So just keep that in mind, that the Whis event is going to be a reliable source of skill orbs, but unfortunately is actually going to be a little bit updated just to kind of catch up with the JP version, where they kind of revamped the event as a whole, because I guess that they felt that once a week was not good enough for the current system. So that's everything for the gameplay side of things. It's probably been a while since I've recorded my phone on this game, but that is everything you need to know about the system and where to get them. But now let's go ahead and move over to the wiki, where we can talk about all of these specific events where they would be dropping, right? So now that we're over here, of course this doesn't want to work, but now we're back. And now let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? So this is where all of the events where you're going to be getting specific skill orbs from. So you can see right here, the intense god level training that we looked at, you're going to be able to get stuff like this. And you saw right here that we got one of these. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, the EX skill orb. Let me actually go back real quick. If a skill orb is EX, right, that means that we can, not reverse awaken, we can put it on a character, and then we can, like, so you see how this one is EX? Watch this, right? So so let's just say I wanted to change that and we wanted to focus more on dodge, right? I can equip this one, but what's going to happen is now that we've done that, we can actually go back and change it because we still have the orb. So if we go right here, this is the one for Evolution Blue Vegeta. If they don't have the infinite sign under it, that means you cannot re-equip it. So keep that in mind. But just really quickly wanted to mention that. I forgot to say it, but let's go back to the browser source and we can go ahead and take a look at this, right? So now you could see all of these different events that you will be able to get specific ones from. So the Whis event, we talked about this one earlier. It can give you all types of different ones, and you have everything except for EX. We have Majin Buu's shape-up training. This is going to be a stage in there. It's a specific stage. If you press the info button, you'll be able to see where it's at, and you can see we can get exclusive skill orbs for this one, but it's not going to have any of the big three over here with like double nose or anything like that. But still very good if you were someone who's focused on like a fusion team. I definitely would recommend that you kind of look into that. Moving down below here, we have ESBR. You're going to be getting specific EXs and double gold slots for beating those stages, but this one is more for endgame players, I'm sure, as you guys know at this point. We have the explosive chain battle. You can see right here, we can get almost all of the different types except for EX, and again, they are going to be getting rid of this, so we don't really need to talk about it, because probably when you're watching this video, there aren't going to be any left to do. We have the Goku family one with the stronger than ever super training of Goku's family event. You can get all of them except for these double. What's the difference between this one and the other one? Honestly, this is they look the same to me, but this one just looks more funky. I guess it might have something to do with like the level that it can go up to. You can only get a specific type of those, but you won't be getting those from this. And then right here we have silver and gold slot orbs for Universe 6 categories, silver and gold slot for Great Ape Power, or this is for Vegeta Jr. I believe that one also gives you Shadow Dragon Saga, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why that one just says Vegeta Jr. And then the Trial Towards New Horizons, this is going to be for Team Bardock and what's it called? The Ginyu Force. So to the universe, I believe this Planet Namek Saga one's already done, and then it's the same thing with the Clash of Rivals between this. I believe this event has already kind of went away. So let's see. Yeah, release date. I'm pretty sure it might still be there. Honestly, I forget. I know I'm giving a guide here, but this one I forget is still live, right? Limited to once. I'm pretty sure this was exclusive, so keep that in mind. But you can still see down here, there's skill orbs that you can get from quest mode. This is one, this right here. We have this one from the Cooler movie. I believe that one is. This one kind of comes back every once in a while. This is for movie heroes and movie bosses. This is the Fighting Spirit and Fighting Spirit of Saiyans and Pride of the Wicked Bloodline event. This one is still live all the time. This one is it's actually live at all times. This one will be live during the, I believe it will come back during the anniversary. You get more for superheroes, which is like the best team in the game. But you can see there's a lot of events where these are at, right? The Pilaf event, the anniversary event, which we already talked about, and then the story event for the Walking Weapon of Destruction, and the Future Fighters of Super Training. So that is all of the sources for how to unlock these. These are areas that you can farm them. Again, the Whis event revamp is probably going to be one of your better friends, but just when it comes to skill orbs, these are kind of one of those things where you are going to be rewarded for patience. So keep that in mind, that you're not going to be able to get like all your characters maxed out and have the best setup for them in one day. But if you grind the game and play all these different events, you will be good to go. So let me know down below, how are your skill orbs looking? If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you did enjoy today's guide, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan content that I post. We post here every day. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything. And if you want to further support me and the content that I'm posting, consider becoming a channel member below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.